Hello everyone! I wanted to make a video about GERD to share my experience and discoveries I found along the way. GERD is short for gastroesophageal reflux disease. You get that by having frequent heartburn, and heartburn is not good for anybody. If you've ever had it, it's this awful feeling in your throat and sometimes burning, and sometimes you can have chest pains, but it's just usually after you eat a heavy meal, or it can just be any time. With me, I was diagnosed with GERD when I was 18. I kept having extremely awful pain and burning in my throat, and I had been taking like Tums to try to relieve it, but it just didn't ever help. So I went to the doctor and they did a whole lot of tests for trying out like different things. First they thought it was my gallbladder. They thought something was wrong with my gallbladder, and that wasn't it. They found out I had GERD, and the lining in my throat had been badly damaged because I had obviously had GERD for a while. Having heartburn, if you have it every once in a while, it's okay, but having it 2 or more times in a week definitely needs to be checked out. When the doctor told me I had GERD, they gave me medication called Dexilent. I took it for about 6 months, and then I went back to the doctor and he lowered my dosage, and for a while it didn't help. And then I guess it started helping, but not really. I still had problems with heartburn. I thought, this medicine, what is it doing? I kept having heartburn, and you know, when you take the medicine, the doctors tell you that, oh, you can eat whatever you want with this medicine. You can eat acidic things, you can eat a lot of fried foods, you can eat just whatever you want. And I had been doing that. Now that I have been taking different medications and trying to figure out how to feel better, I've learned that that's probably not a good idea. Because what happens, the medicine I was on, it was a proton pump inhibitor. When you take it, it reduces the acid in your stomach drastically. And when you eat foods like, if you eat a lot of fatty foods, it's harder for your stomach to break that down. And when you're taking proton pump inhibitors, it's kind of like, okay, it makes my, acid doesn't maybe go up my throat, but it's harder for this food to digest, so it sits there longer. And if it sits there longer, that's just not good. I got off of Dexilent and I went to Zantac trying to get off of the medicine, because this whole time I was thinking, oh, the medicine's what's working. The medicine's helping me. Even though I have heartburn, it's somehow helping me. I'm taking Zantac and it's not working at all. I would go 2 weeks, I would have no heartburn, and then after 2 weeks I would have heartburn straight every single day for 2 weeks. I just knew something was wrong because I would take Dexilent and Dexilent wouldn't help either. I went back to the doctor, said, oh, I don't know what's wrong with you, and they said that we can do these tests, it would cost a lot of money, not sure if insurance would pay for it, or you can just have surgery. I've never had surgery before. There's a couple of things I'd like to let you know. The doctor probably might tell you, but if you haven't seen the doctor, or if he hasn't told you, when you have the surgery to try to reduce the heartburn, 20% of the people who after surgery still have heartburn, and it doesn't do anything. Another thing about the surgery is once you have it done, if it did help, what they do is will loosen, I guess, and within 5 to 10 years you'll have to repeat that same surgery. I guess, that's not good, but I guess it's okay. But if they keep having to do it every so often, it seems like there could be a higher risk for damage later on when you, after you've had the third surgery or the second surgery. I might also just be too scared to have surgery. Okay. Finally, what I'm trying to get to, and I really hope this can help somebody who's been struggling with heartburn constantly. It's so painful, and I totally understand. I'm going to tell you my thoughts on how to cure your heartburn. Now, if you've been diagnosed with GERD, it is by all means a good thing to take medicine to cure it. GERD is one of those things that once you get it cured, it can come back. And when you cure it the first time, that's great. And I would like to help you control it so that you don't get it again. And if you do, it's not that as bad as it was or had been or could be. After I've been taking medicine, and I've been looking up things online, trying to figure out why am I still hurting if I'm taking this medicine. I've tried a lot of different things. I tried drinking more water, I tried exercising more. One thing, if you have GERD, it's always good to lose weight, exercise more. Quit smoking if you're smoking. Alcohol is really bad for GERD. It can trigger GERD, just like acidic foods and things like that. I know I'm talking about GERD a lot, and I'm talking about this disease that you have, or that someone has, but I'm also talking to people with just acid reflux, or people with heartburn. I found out after doing a lot of experiments and trying out different things that if you cut off all bread and all sugar in your meals, you will start seeing results almost immediately, maybe like a week or two. It's a very big deal to cut completely off of bread and sugar products, because bread is in every meal almost, period. Like if you go to fast food restaurants, everything you get is bread, or everything you get is sugar, unless you get a salad. Staying away from bread and sugar is extremely hard to do. Fruit is fine. It's like a different kind of sugar, I guess. But the reason why you would stay away from bread and sugar is because that's what's hard to break down. And if you've been taking medicine that reduces the acid in your stomach, and the reason why you have reflux is because of that acid, and when you, even if you haven't ever taken medicine like that, even if you eat bread or sugar, your stomach is going to produce more acid than normal, and that could cause heartburn. So I started to not eat bread, and I successfully did this somehow, successfully did not eat bread for about a month. I just ate salad, I guess, like grilled chicken. You can eat hot dogs, even though processed foods are something you are not supposed to eat. I ate it. And you know, you can eat acidic foods. You know, it didn't have an effect on me. And within a month, I was feeling 100% better. I had no pain whatsoever. It was like a miracle. I was so excited when I felt like, this is it. I found the cure to my disease that had been affecting my life. GERD can cause a lot of different things, and it's certainly not good if it affects you with your daily life. So I didn't eat bread, and I tried. What I did was, after I had been feeling marvelous, I decided to eat bread again, because I thought, I'm going to eat bread to see if bread was actually giving me heartburn. So I started eating bread, and I'm the kind of person who eats bread at every meal, and that's how I grew up, and that's just how it is. I like bread. Soon enough, about a month later, I got heartburn really bad again. It was an everyday thing. An hour after I woke up, I would have heartburn. So I came to the sad conclusion that bread and sugar is not good for me. It's not good for anyone who has GERD, anyone who has a lot of acid reflux. I'm not sure if this actually works for people who don't have GERD. I'm assuming that if anyone has GERD, that this is a really good, helpful idea and change that you can do. I know I've been talking a lot about this, and I'm not sure how long this video is. I really hope I have helped you in any way. This is my first video I've ever made talking just directly to the camera, so I might not have explained everything completely well. If there are any questions, please just let me know in the comments. I will answer you. I am very dedicated to learning about GERD and trying to help other people manage their GERD. Just also, if you have GERD and you're considering doing surgery or having the surgery, I would highly recommend to just try this no bread sugar diet. It's definitely worth a try because sugar is already bad for you and bread is already hard to digest. So just try it out if you would like to. I'm not saying you should. Well, I'm not saying you have to. But it's a really good idea if you have GERD and you're really struggling. So thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day and see you guys later.